John Griswold here with Griswold Group. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on where we're headed in the market for 2024. So all eyes are on the Fed, as they have been for the last several years, and on the economy. So to recap, the Fed's target rate for inflation is 2%. That's why they've inflicted all this pain on the economy, trying to get inflation rates up from where they were, highs of 7, 8, 9% down to that 2% inflation rate. We're around 3% inflation right now, and they're starting to admit or realize that if they were continuing to be this bullish on high interest rates to lower inflation, we're going to end up in a pretty major recession. And so to counteract that, they have said that not only are they going to stop raising the federal funds rate, they're actually going to start dropping it. And when and if they drop it is all depending on what the economy does. The faster the economy cools, the faster the Fed will drop rates, trying to bring us into a soft landing. So the things I'm looking at are unemployment numbers and consumer spending primarily. Those are the two things that are going to indicate how well we're doing with GDP. Essentially, a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. So that's what we're trying to avoid. And so that's the big number right now. So if we have some negative data on the economy that's hitting, and we have rates dropping in the first, let's call it 3-4 months, then you are going to see increased home values by the end of the year, maybe towards the low double digits, 8, 9, 10%, something like that. Because as rates drop quickly, it's going to unlock a lot of buyer demand. It's also going to unlock a lot of seller demand, and you are going to see rates rise, or you're going to see property values rise. Property values will still rise if the economy doesn't cool as fast, but it's going to be a lot less of a growth rate. So probably 2 to 3 to 4% is what we'd be looking at if the economy doesn't really start cooling until, let's say, the fourth quarter. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And so as the economy cools, the Fed's going to drop rates. It's possible that we're seeing rates drop from where they are now, which is about 7%, all the way down to potentially the high 5s. And I would love to give my clients a call and give them that old high 5. So we'll see if that happens. But in the meantime, I hope this information is helpful to you. And just a quick caveat that as your purchasing power improves, so does everybody else's. So there's the double-edged sword of increased competition as you are increasing your purchasing power. Hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you on the next one.